plotting to rule the world. Oh, he's just kidding. Yeah, it's a normal school. I'm introduced to my class, and for some reason they've been, like, starved for new human contact or something because they're bombarding the teacher with questions. Are they a boy or a girl? Which is it? Is she cute? So I'm introducing myself, and apparently the teacher catches this Keith kid looking at me with a big grin. Anyway, you go sit next to Keith. Oh, okay, just plop me right next to him. Yeah, I don't mind or anything. Thanks, Teach. Anyway, you get a tour of the school from this girl with me, meeting the other teacher, Mr. Kinstade, who's apparently a stickler for making sure kids don't run in the hall, and this kid, Isaac, that with me called Mushroom Hair. Both my IQ and my height in centimeters are 163. Alright, bud. After getting a feel for the school, you're taught how to capture Pokemon with your styler. Loops portray the feeling of friendship, so the more loops you draw around the Pokemon, the more it will submit to your friendship. That's nice. Touch the bidoof. You finish the school day and are fast asleep in the dorms when all the students decide it's initiation time. Get up, sleepyhead. It's 4 a.m. Time for your student initiation. Yes, sirs. They tell you to find all 4 of the stylers they've hidden around the giant school, and after doing so, you have to put them in the basement for some reason. So you head down there after finding them all and are in the basement when, why are you down here? Only I'm permitted to be in the basement. Leave now! Anyway, Isaac, have you finished testing my very secret experiment no one can know about? The rest of the school year goes on without any big problems. Pokemon Ranger Crawford comes and talks about what it's like to be a ranger. You save the milkman from some bidoof. You attend a one-day internship at the local Pokemon Ranger base, and they make you bring them their lunch as an important mission. Actually, while you're at the internship, someone runs over and says the Pokemon on the beach are acting strange. You go with the Rangers to check it out to see all the Pokemon going crazy, and save the day by capturing them with your loops of friendship. But yeah, that's weird. Finally, you make it to graduation. Jaden, come up and make a speech as the class representative. Oh, I'm the class representative, huh? Well, don't mind if I... So after saving everyone from a very strange rampage of Tangrowth, you start working at the Pokemon Ranger base you interned at. There's a call about some more Pokemon acting strange down in a nearby cave, so your first mission is to investigate what's going on. In the cave, you stumble upon this weird missile-looking machine that seems to be what's hypnotizing the Pokemon in its vicinity and making them go crazy. So you destroy it and everyone's proud of you. This Professor Hastings guy is called... This Professor Hastings guy is called down from the Pokemon Union to take a look at the cave machine, and I guess he's like 100 years old or something, because the Rangers want you to go meet him halfway in Puel Town to make sure he doesn't get lost and die along the way. You take one step in town, and oh god, all the Pokemon are going nuts. Turns out there's more of those rocket machines planted in the town, and as you're going around smashing them, you run into some guys that are not only very shady, but also terribly shifty. They run away to tell their leaders there's Pokemon Rangers smashing their stuff, and further into the town you find them again with their admin, who's like, dude, what the heck? What do you have against our Giga Remos, you vandals? Treat things with respect. And then attacks me with Rattata and a Toxicroak. Not gonna lie, their battle music kinda bangs though. Turns out they're part of this gang called Team Dimsun, and after capturing their Pokemon with friendship loops, they decide to retreat. We're able to find Professor Hastings and bring him back to the base to analyze what we now know are Giga Remo machines. He finds a tiny black crystal in the center that seems to be the thing that allows Team Dimsun to control the Pokemon. The base considers this a problem, which is reasonable, and now the Pokemon Union starts getting involved, which is like the big head honcho of Pokemon Ranger bases where all the Ranger prodigies are. The story continues as the...
The TikTok Farlands. Yeah, that's right, it exists. You may have heard of the Minecraft Farlands. You may have heard of the Minecraft Farlands, or even the Roblox Farlands, where it occurs if you're extremely far away from spawn point. But now we got the TikTok Farlands, where apparently if you keep doom scrolling, you'll start seeing weird, disturbing videos. Yeah, this entire video is gonna have flashing lights and disturbing audio, so just be warned for...
Pengu was one of those shows I grew up with as a kid, and I remember absolutely loving it. I also didn't quite remember just how weird and quirky it could be. Pengu was created in 1990 by Ottmar Guntman and Erika Brueggemann, with the original series running up to the year 2000. The show was actually originally created in Switzerland, but due to none of the characters speaking any official language, the series was easily distributed abroad. The penguins did talk to one another, but it was more in this blabbering sim-like dialogue, referred to as penguinese, which I find quite hilarious. Though we don't know what the characters are saying, you can still understand of what's being said. In this scene, for example, in episode 2, Pengu is loading up some packages onto a post vehicle, and you can see that his dad's like, hey yo, be careful those packages there, you little shit. And Pengu's just like, yep, sorry dad, and proceeds to be more gentle. In saying that though, there are parts which are down to pure speculation. I have no idea what they gave this poor guy, but from the sapping music and the elderly look of the penguin, I'm assuming it's a letter informing him that his wife has died or something? It's such a random moment in the show, and it's never brought up again. Interestingly enough though, despite being easily translated abroad, there does appear to be a complete audio redub on the US release, where the opening theme is changed. Music, sound effects, and even the penguinese language, and yes, that includes Pengu's iconic Noo Noo, have all been redubbed. I honestly don't know why why this was a thing, as I couldn't find much information online, my assumption would be that it's down to some licensing issues on the original. If anyone has any more information on it, please do let me know in the comments. Either way, it doesn't really change the show too much, but I must admit, I do prefer the original opening theme over the US one. For being a kid stop-motion show, the animation was actually quite fluid for a typical children's show. Other shows tended to suffer from this limited stiff-like look, but with Pengu, a lot actually went on, having a lot more energy with an almost cartoon-like feel to it. But my main draw would be with Pengu himself, who for a character in a kid show could actually be quite a dick. Though good at his core, he certainly wasn't shy of being rude, conniving, and quick to lose his temper. That's part of what made him so fun to watch. You don't want a goody-goody protagonist who can do nothing wrong. You want to see someone who can be just as big of a shitbag as you. It was relatable, and most importantly, it was entertaining. And it was these traits that seem to have kept Pengu popular in internet culture, most notably for his trademark Nukin. Though where Pengu has fallen favourably on the internet, the same can't quite be said for television, as the little penguin's rude behaviour has resulted in numerous scenes having to be censored, or just flat out having the episode banned altogether. And we're going to be going through them all in this video, from those considered too rude, too outdated, and just downright horrifying. Right after this video sponsor, by Acne, Reduce Oily Design, widgetg.com. The show's controversies actually begin in the very first episode. Great start there, Pengu. During which Pengu's ball is stolen by two other penguins, and as Pengu is trying to get the ball back, one of the bullies smacks Pengu on the head, whilst the other causes him to trip over on his ball. These two scenes were removed in the UK and US in 2003 due to being dubbed too violent for a kid show, which in comparison to some of the other kid shows we've looked at in the past, this is really nothing. And having these scenes removed doesn't really make sense as to why Pengu would need a plaster on his head later on in the episode. Despite being removed from airing, the scenes would remain intact on the US DVD releases. It wouldn't be too long after that Pengu would find his next controversy in episode 2, or episode 3, depending on where you look. The episode focuses on Pengu having to sit on an egg whilst his parents are out hanging the washing. Or skin, I guess. Pengu quickly gets bored of sitting on the egg and decides to get up and dance instead. Interestingly, on the original version, Pengu is dancing to the woodpeckers from space, whilst in the US version, the song is just the US Pengu theme. Whilst Pengu is dancing, the egg wanders off and Pengu attempts to catch it. The parents are alerted to the commotion and come storming in. The egg is safely captured, but Pengu is seen hiding in a cupboard in fear of punishment. On the BBC VHS release, this scene is cut due to it potentially mirroring a self-harm attempt, and perhaps also hinting that Pengu's parents would have been violent towards him, which, spoiler alert, they can be. Fortunately, the episode ends on a happy note, and in the following episode, the egg would hatch into Pengu's little... It's on a happy note, and in the following episode, the egg would hatch into Pengu's little... It's on a happy note, and in the following episode, the egg would hatch into Pengu's little sister, Pinga. Yeah, Pengu had continuity. Who would have thought? A bit further along the line, we have episode 6, which begins to explore the dynamic between Pengu and his new sister Pinga. Pengu starts becoming jealous of her, and so desperately tries to get attention from his mother.
Everybody loves me.
Apparently the shot where Pengu pretends to be sick was once cut in the US because some viewers found it inappropriate. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what scene they're referring to. Maybe this one where he puts the blanket over his head, and the scene with Pengu shutting himself in the toy box was also deleted, presumably to prevent kids from mimicking it. Which, I mean, yeah, if kids are stupid enough to climb into tumble dryers, I can see him climbing into a toy box.
It gets pretty hot in there, and those dryer fans can break your bones when they get going.
Cheers, Sonic. Next up is episode 14, which was a particularly controversial episode, in which Pengu was misbehaving at the dinner table, which, fun fact, is where this meme template comes from. Pengu's bad behavior escalates, which results him in ruining dinner. So as punishment, his mother ends up spanking him, which leads to a standard Pengu running away from home. Even though the spanking itself wasn't done hard, the action itself was still considered controversial. Surprisingly, though, this wasn't the only controversy this episode suffered from, as whilst Pengu was out, he encounters a bunch of scary-looking ice sculptures, which not only frightened Pengu, but apparently a lot of younger viewers too. And so, as a result, the episode was pulled from airing in the UK in 2005, and would later be banned from airing in the US, though would still feature on DVD releases. Episode 19 is probably one of the more hilarious episodes to be banned. The episode starts with Pengu being a dick to his sister, where the two then head out to a local store and drink a large amount of juice, which causes Pengu's sister to inadvertently wet herself. Pengu orders her to go home and use the potty, but Pengu himself soon finds that he needs a loo as well. He tries to get to the toilet, but can't quite reach it, and so ends up peeing all over the floor. I must admit, on rewatching the episode, the whole scene of Pengu harassing his dad to get off the toilet is still hilarious to me. After being made to clean up his piss, you're not going to wash your hands there, Pengu? Pengu goes outside and gets some stilts in order to try and take a dump? I'm really not sure. Which for some reason ends up in a further yelling from his mother. No son of mine will sit down while he pisses. Seeing how sad Pengu is, the family comes up with a solution and build him some steps. This just looks massively impractical for anyone else who wants to use the loo. The episode ends with Pengu now happily sitting on the toilet, and well, yeah, you can see why this one would potentially be banned. With its heavy focus on toilet humour, and apparently also the scene of the store is controversial, as some people perceived it as Pengu drinking alcohol. I personally don't see that, but either way, the episode...
Oh my god. Why isn't there no fucking restart button? My god. But I just the go home button and add the restart button. Of course it's Max. Boom. And a boom. Why is this code working? How isn't it working? Why isn't this working? I gotta give up.
Who are you? What do you want from me? To do what?
Oh, I've been married a long time ago.
Bruh, that was so damn stupid. In talking, you can have different.
Not the more I use that one. I know that more. Then I use talk for it. Okay, so. My God! Don't you see the goddamn code? It's literally in front of the goddamn screen. Come on, man, hurry up. No one's gonna join for a while. Hurry up, Rudy. Hurry up, Rudy, man. Coming. Okay, there's no fucking map. Fucking follow me. Okay. I'm actually a kicker, right? If you're not gonna fucking make it. Running. One, two. Come on, man. Look, no one's anyway. Three. Okay, what the hell do I get at every time on fucking multiplayer? God, I'm supposed to break. Come on. What the fuck with that? Okay. You do it, man. I don't know myself. I'm trying to fight really fucking nice. Thank you. Can we please go? Oh. Thank you so much, well done. Good. That was first. My god, why is C first? Oh. I couldn't choose the other one. Oh, fuck him. Damn! This question got grappling up. and that is simply to play and help out my channel a lot. Because don't touch. You're gonna touch me. You touch me. Both of us. The light shines on the stage. Light continues with touch it. Don't lie. Everything I love. I just trying to kill the guy because I don't like him.
Hello, this is testing it. Yeah. Hello, this is testing it. Yeah.
A hexagon. What? You see how orange rectangle is always kicking? I'm not taking.
Ukomage Karturagus.
And despite looking like a harmless kids' film on surface level, even being given the all-clear U rating,
That means it can be seen by people of all ages, and there will be nothing unsuitable for children.
it certainly does have some dark and gruesome moments there. The film was actually a Danish-German-Irish collaboration, which means I now have to do my best to not botch the names of the directors. Stefan Fiermark, Michael Hejna, and a third who went...
Go. Oh, I'm ready. I got. You fucking know what I mean. She loved to see pictures of her. Oh my god. Say the word. I think my internet's gonna cut off because I have my internet Wi-Fi.
This is me, an Asian, and I have drama with McDonald's. All I ever want in life is prosperity. Hence, I'm ordering McDonald's on my favorite part of the year. Upon every Chinese New Year, McDonald's in Malaysia will bring back this prosperity burger. Ta-da! It's technically a black pepper burger, and I'm having the golden prosperity with the added hash brown. A visual inspection of this burger revealed there's no sign of prosperity in it, on it, or anywhere at all. Why black pepper? Why black? Black is bad luck. Just a regular burger, tasting alright. I just wish the inside doesn't look like this. Maybe the prosperity wasn't in the burger.
I'm packing 3 lunch.
Okay. Okay, the big question is the fuck it looks like
This is
that.
my 3 most watched YouTube channels from this year's YouTube recap. The first lunch is for my 3rd most watched YouTube channel this year, which was Nick the Giovanni. Nick, like myself, isn't afraid to travel for some good food. That's why I decided to make Nick some food from somewhere that I don't think he really gets to enough, Japan. So Nick, I hope you enjoy your Japanese katsu curry. My 2nd most watched YouTube channel this year was Colin and Samir. They're really good at taking advice from many different creators and combining it all into something amazing. So for their lunch, I did something similar by combining pizza and burgers to make these pizza smash burgers that I think Colin and Samir would honestly love. And now it's time to make lunch for my most watched YouTuber of all of 2025. This creator is known for being really smart, funny, and handsome. I already even got an award on his recap for being most likely to order street food from every corner of the globe. That sounds pretty cool and accurate, which is why I decided to make this lunch a Vietnamese pork grilled cheese made special just for Chef Tyler. What can I say?
Just got really
Let's make a one.
hungry all of a sudden. Just not fun. Let's be very promising with you. I can load YouTube. Or just really lazy.
I am strapped to a chair. I cannot move. I can only blink. Something in this room is very, very wrong.
God, I thought someone would join.
Hey everyone, it's your friend Big Noodles, and welcome to The Floor Above, an anomaly horror game where I think that's me, and I don't know why I'm in a prison jumpsuit or why I'm strapped to this chair, but here we go.
Mike?
Oh,